Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the 47th World Tournament and basically everything you need to know about it. We'll go through the rewards, we're going to go through the team builds, we're going to go through the items you need to use, and yeah, just basically go through everything. Now this World Tournament's a pretty interesting one. It brings the Extreme Z Awakening for the LR, Tien, and Chaozu, which is really awesome. It also has 3 more Extreme Z Awakenings. And yeah, in general, obviously pretty big deal. Now in terms of the World Tournaments, you get rewards from 3 places. So you get rewards mainly in the form of tickets for the summon banner. You get tons of stones and other rewards from the various missions, both outside of the World Tournament and within the World Tournament. And then you get a special currency called Hercules Autographs that you can spend at the Bubba Shop. There are tons of units that are World Tournament related that you can get from the summon banners who have awakenings, and also have, of course, their own Extreme Z Awakenings. So it's all very, very important. Now, obviously, first kind of thing to just discuss super quickly, when it comes to the rewards, Hercules Autographs, you're going to exchange them at the Bubba Shop. So if you're looking for where to exchange those, it's at the Bubba Shop. And, of course, in terms of missions, please understand that the missions that you see here under the missions tab are only part of the missions. So these give you some rewards, things like meat, which is helpful for stamina, some additional awakening medals, some stones, and also completing World Tournaments don't contribute to your daily missions outside of the World Tournament missions. So you want to do World Tournaments and you're going to need to spend a little bit of stamina on like growth events or something to complete the rest of your daily missions. Now of course, the World Tournament, pretty straightforward. You get rewards based on your overall ranking. This will give you announcer medals, which are used to ECA units. This will also give you tickets, which you'll use to summon, and it will also give you, of course, rewards. Then you get your local rankings, which will give you copies of the latest LR. Will give you also further awakening medals for Dokkan Awakening. Will give you also summon tickets and stones. And then, of course, you have your missions. This is going to be your primary source of stones. The missions here give you a ton of stones and also give you copies of all of the units that have received Extreme Z Awakenings. So this is a very, very, very important set of missions, and you need to win World Tournaments in a row, so make sure you do that. You win certain World Tournament thresholds and point thresholds, so it's very, very important. Also, please note that the difficulty of the World Tournament, you can go straight to difficulty 30 right now, and it's pretty straightforward. All of the teams I'm about to show you can do difficulty 30 with pretty much relative ease, so please keep that in mind. And then of course, when you are doing this, please understand that you should use support items whenever you feel nervous. If you need more help, I do have a longer guide where I actually discuss how to complete a whole World Tournament. Now in terms of the free-to-play team, nothing's changed here. This free-to-play team is fairly consistent. You got a bit of key support from the Tech Ginyu and the AGL androids. You got Krillin doing a lot of the AoE backlifting, especially after his Extreme Z Awakening. You have Raditz who's doing some AoE damage. And you also have the physical second form Frieza. With this team build, you want to use a physical Broly, or you can use a strength Extreme Broly if you can't find a physical Broly. But pretty straightforward. Accessible, free to play, a little bit slower than the other teams, but very reliable. This team is actually technically a bit slower than the free-to-play team, but what this team allows you to have is Jocko. People always ask, why do you have Jocko? Because Jocko stuns all of the opposition, it saves you on items, it just allows you to have a free run. There is no reason to use Goku instead of using physical Vegeta nowadays. So physical Vegeta got his Extreme Z Awakening, he is now 130% super type or lead. Use physical Vegeta. If you can't find physical Vegeta, then you're going to want to use Tech Trunks. If you have physical Vegeta, you're going to want to change the team a little bit. I'll show you guys that. If you're going to use Tech Trunks, who's also a super class lead, you cannot use obviously Broly or any extreme units as your friend lead because they won't count. Remember, friend leads don't count in World Tournament. So you're going to need to find like a strength Piccolo. If you are using physical Vegeta, you can adjust the team accordingly. You can throw in units like AGL Turles, who are great because they provide key and attack boost. You can still have Jocko because Vegeta has his superclass lead, although you don't need Jocko to be under a lead at all. And then of course you can still use Broly because you now have a Pure Sans lead, whilst using Krillin and also using Piccolo. This is actually a really solid team, and I used to use this one a lot most of the time just because it was very easy to use and very easy to build. Then I have two best team variants. So the first one uses Int Demon King Piccolo. This is the fastest team. So using this team is the fastest team to complete World Tournament. You want to use a friend Int Demon King Piccolo with this team build, or you have to use a physical Broly. You can't use any other units. You have to use physical Broly, can't use strength a la Broly, but preferably Int Demon King Piccolo, because Demon King Piccolo has his active skill, basically automatically beats the whole stage, and it's super quick. It activates super quick, so it's very speedy. Then there's an alternative best build. This uses physical Broly. This is also incredibly good, and this is for players that don't have Int Demon King Piccolo. So this is just a great way to basically build a really good team without Int Demon King Piccolo. You can use Strength a la Broly here, you can use Turles here. You still have access to Jocko. I use Janemma for a bit of key, but you can find a bit more reliable support. And yeah, in terms of items, you want to use a Ghost Usher, a Emperor Pilaf, a Bubba, and a King Yemma. Whenever you use a Bubba or an Emperor Pilaf, that reduces their attacks to only normal attacks. You want to use a King Yemma because they do hit hard at difficulty 30. And then you want to use a Ghost Usher to just skip them entirely if you're feeling lazy. But you can buy a lot of these sport items now, so it does make life a bit easier. And then in terms of support memories, you can use a key-based one, but you don't really have to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's pretty straightforward. After that, of course, there are the summon banners with the tickets. We take a look at those in a separate video, just because it's a bit more in-depth, and we can take a look at each banner and which one you want to pull on. We also discuss which World Tournament units you should consider Extreme Z Awakening. And then, of course, please remember that you do want to exchange your Hercules medals. We'll discuss who you should use those on as well. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Good luck for the World Tournament. Remember to grind very, very heavily. It's something you definitely want to invest time into. But yeah, bye.